of all, I have to say I'm really sorry that I haven't been recording for like 5 months or so. Yeah, I've been a bit busy lately, like really busy, and my ICC wasn't working. There were so many problems. But now I'm back and I'll start recording, I'm pretty sure regularly from now on. So, without further ado, let's get started with the 5 minute game. So, yeah, my plan is to do a couple of Blitz videos and then maybe upload a couple 15-minute videos and then perhaps games from like the recent candidates tournament. Alright, so we have a knight of 3 here. Go with knight of 6. Knight of 3, probably controlling, yeah. He wants to control the light squares as well as dark squares in the center. Because these 4 squares are the most important in any chess game. So, I'll go with g6. Just setting up a King's Indian type of structure, and he goes with g3 the fianchetto. So, I'll castle. And he'll most likely castle, yeah. And then I'll go with c5, just to prevent a massive center of d4. He could play d4 anyway, but the idea is instead of pawn, there'll be a knight, and pawn is... when a pawn controls the center, it's much harder to get rid of than a knight. So here I'll go with knight c6, just putting a little more pressure on these dark squares. The idea is I'm trying to control the dark squares in the center, and he's trying to control the light. Yeah, this e4 move, I'm not too sure about, because... yeah, I think... yeah, I don't know about this, because he's blocking off his light squared bishop, which had great potential on this diagonal. So I can't, and I don't really see any good place to put this bishop. I could go bishop e6, but it's just biting on granite. Could go bishop g4 intending to trade off, but is it really worth giving up the 2 bishops in this kind of position? Maybe h3, yeah, I think I can just go and take this. And then I also have this strong post for my knight. Probably bishop takes, queen takes, maybe. I don't think it's that. I don't think it matters too much. Just that the queen might be slightly misplaced on f3. Now I think I have a simple plan. I just go for a6 and b5. Just expanding on the queen side. Yeah, bishop 3. I could go knight d4, but I don't see any point because he'll have to go bishop g2. His idea is gonna have to be f4 anyway, so I think I'll just go with a6 for now, because he'll most likely he'll go back because f4 is his major break in this position. Another thing is, yeah, he's developing bishop e3. I could go, yeah, so basically knight d4 is still an option, because if he takes, now it's important, because my light squared bishop I don't think is contributing that much to the position because of his strong light squared setup. But if he gets rid of his dark squared bishop, he'll be left with his bad bishop right here. So for that, I'll go rook b8. He could go a4, but then I have this knight b. I have b4, so b4 will be a permanent weakness in his position. Also, if he goes a4, I could probably also go knight d4 with the idea of going b5 because, okay, he just went rook c1. I'm not too sure of that move, but I think b5 is fine. He does have, now he's weakening a lot of his dark squares. I could go, now my question is, should I open the position or close it with b4? If I open it, he'll most likely take back with the d pawn to keep his structure intact. If he takes back with the b pawn, I feel that I just get the open b file with no particular problem. So if he takes back with the d pawn, maybe I could go b4, but then after knight a4, I don't see any way to expand on the queen side. Oh my god, I'm running out of time. So maybe knight d7, intending to just go knight e5. Maybe? No. Oh God, what to do? I'll go knight d4. Although it does weaken my structure a bit, yeah, but the idea is he's giving up his dark squared bishop, which I don't think is that good in this position. Because now he gave up his bishop pair advantage, plus he gave up his dark squared bishop, which is controlling a lot of these weak squares. The idea is my light squares. Sorry, my light squares aren't as weakened as his dark squares are, because my knight is doing a good job protecting these squares, and his light squared bishop is blocked, so he doesn't have that much um, force in this position. So if I take, he's most likely going to take with this, and he gets to c-ball, so there's no point in taking. I guess I could go... I could break open with a... Maybe I can just take here. I take here and then go e5. Or maybe I just take here. Because if he takes back with the d-pawn, he's gonna be... Yeah, but the problem is, if I take now, he's gonna get this massive punch. But he can never attack this. So maybe I can just pressurize the b4 point. Sure, I played tons of blunders in this game already. Maybe. Okay. He's most likely gonna take back this way. If he takes, yeah. So I could just go for this kind of pawn break. He can never attack this pawn. I can go queen a5. I have a lot of queenside play here, I think. Gotta hurry up, I'm running out of time. So yeah, going for that, so I can just go here. a5. I don't see anything he can do to stop my plan. And yet his plan's not so clear, I think. G4 is a really weakening move. I don't feel that it's threatening anything. He just did it because honestly he has no other moves to make in this position. My idea is simple, just breaking open this queenside structure. Position's equal, but I think that my position is slightly superior. Plus he weakened this diagonal. So that's one thing we have to make sure in our games, that we check the weakness of the last move, which is he played g4 in this position. So maybe bishop e5 might come eventually. You know, this diagonal is very weak. His king's open, and I think my plan is much more easier to do than, or to make happen, than his is. Like I don't see a clear plan for white in this position. Maybe he can attack this e7 pawn because it's slightly weak. No, but other than that, queen d3, I don't see any real. Maybe he's just protecting this, or maybe he's making room for this, for rook b1. But should I go? Yeah, I'll go. So he took what we're gonna take for sure, and now we have this c4 pawn to pressurize. He could break with c5 though. Yeah, he's threatening. Time warning. Can we just go bishop f6? I gotta play quickly now. Sorry guys, like really quickly. The idea is he can't really attack any of my dark squared pawns because my dark squared bishop without giving up material. Now I think I have to go like something like rook c8, rook b4, attacking this pawn. What is he doing? He's bringing his king all the way up. Maybe he's going h4. Oh god, I've got to go quickly now. He has to go rook c1 now, I think, to defend. Yep. So now, I believe I can go here, attacking this pawn. Just gotta move quickly, guys. Sorry, can't really commentate right now. Check. Yep, he drops a pawn. Sorry guys, gotta move really quickly now. B takes, yeah, H pawn. It's fine, keeps my structure intact. Oh no, I'm gonna lose on time, am I? Pretty sure it's a winning position for me. I just have to push this pawn out. Now I have to move at random.
Check.
Alright, let's go back a bit. I think we all know that was pretty clearly better for me. But let's just go back. So alright, so knight f3, yeah, standard. Believe it's called the Catalan opening, where you just simply your idea is to just fianchetto and go c4, some kind of English type of setup, very positional lines. c4, I tried to complicate it a bit with g6, passive looking move, but you know it's it has a lot of potentially it has tactically potential lines in it. So bishop g2, castle, castle, standard. c5, I needed it to block d4. So I think before castling he could have gone d4 to grab more space, because there's no point in casting too quickly, but he allowed c5, which I think almost equalizes for me. Maybe white's at a slight advantage because of this powerful bishop. It's true that I also have a powerful bishop along this line, but with white's early initiative with the first move, I think this bishop has slightly more potential than this one. So he goes e4, which is, I think, a blunder in this position. I'm not sure. It's not like outright blundering pieces or pawns or anything. It's just that you're blunting this powerful bishop, which is one of the key things in the Catalan. So when you're blunting this bishop with e4, that takes away a lot of the potential. Of course, you have this powerful knight outpost, but I can kick it away with e6, and it's not. And yeah, d6 standard move, just preventing e5, because e5 just grabs way too much space. So now, also this pin, bishop g4. My bishop does not really have a good square, even though it looks like a good bishop, because all the pawns are in dark squares and it's a light squared bishop. I don't really have any good squares, so I think bishop g4 is a must. Maybe h3 could have played in this position, you know, just like hindering my development. But after d3, bishop g4, I think my development's fine, and I'm actually slightly better developed than white is. h3 is a bad move, because anyway my idea was just to take the knight off. So bishop takes, and then a6, just preparing to queenside expand. Maybe he had other moves like a4, just preventing that idea. I could obviously just go knight d4 and then b5, like, and rook b8, b5, something along those lines. But I think my plans, by this point my plan is slightly more clear than white's is, or I shouldn't say slightly clearer. I should say slightly faster, because he has to move his bishop back, then go f4, while in the meantime I can just go rook b8 and b5, and he has to play moves like a4, because obviously my plan's slightly faster. And if I go knight d4, it gets a tempo off this bishop, because I'm sure he doesn't want to give up his king's bishop, because queen d7 is coming and his position will be messed. Yeah, bishop e3, he wants to protect that square, but it's not that important. Rook b8, my plan's clear. He should, I think a4 maybe. a4, maybe I go knight d4 here, and after bishop takes, pawn takes, he has to move his knight probably to d2. Knight d5 doesn't work, I can just take and go b5. Probably d2 attacking this pawn, and maybe I can actually go b5. The idea that if he takes here, I take here, or here. I can take here, attacking this, and bishop will eventually have a discovered attack against this knight. So yeah, let's go back. So instead, alright, so after rook c1, I can just go b5. b3, not the ideal move you want to make, because I go knight d4, and now the dark squares are just like completely weakened. I have some light square protection with this fianchetto setup, plus I have control over e6 and a little control over d5, although he obviously dominates the d5 square. But here, I think his position is done. Yeah, at this moment, although his pawn structure looks slightly superior, my pieces just flow naturally into the queen side. making my queenside attack slightly faster. Yeah, moves like g4 are probably like desperate moves, and a5 just threatening to break the structure down. Queen d3, I'm not sure why he played that. a4, b takes, yep, his structure's broken. I have this pawn to target, and because his pieces aren't set up to push this pawn, so queen takes, and then he goes rook e1, yeah, attacking this, bishop 6, queen, king g2. I think he was just gonna go h4 g5. It's not a really good idea. He's exposing his king. See it, king g3, b4, queen a5, h4, rook a4, g5, yeah, and then at this time he's just lost. He's a pawn down. I can take this. He takes it back. Queen b4 takes g6, h6. Even though I'm opening up the h file, there's no concrete threat right now. He can't maneuver his pieces that quickly. Bishop g4, rook b8, queen d2. I don't know. I think I should have just traded here, but I was planning on moving d3 because that's my trump card in this position. Queen b3, d3, and here he's lost. Yeah, he played this and lost on time after this point. Just playing, yeah. But gotta learn and play faster next time, I guess. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it a lot. Hope you learned something, and hope I learned something too from this game. So I'll be recording more videos. They'll be coming out soon. So hope you guys enjoy this channel. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment on what I can do better, and yeah, hope to see you next time. Bye.